I'm Chris Smith. I was Secretary of State for Culture, Media and Sport back 15 years ago, when I think we really began to put some importance into the creative industries that hadn't been there before. When we came into government in 1997, one of the things which was very clear to me was that no one anywhere in government or elsewhere knew what the extent of the contribution the creative industries made to the economy actually was. I mean, I sort of sensed in my bones that they must be important, that this whole range of things like architecture and advertising and design and music and film and television, they must be collectively rather important, but no one seemed to know exactly how important they were. And so we did the mapping work, we started looking at what the creative sector of the economy really represented, and we astonished ourselves with what we found in terms of the overall economic value, the number of people employed, and the rate of growth of these industries. We began to put them on the map. And try and persuade the rest of government, whether it was the Treasury or whether it was bits of regional government or local authorities, that these were really important drivers of economic wealth. What we also did, though, was to try and identify where the challenges for the creative sector were. Where were the difficulties? Where were the blockages? What were the things that government could help with? And we found a number of particular issues. One was access to workshop accommodation, especially in urban areas where rents tend to be very high, and especially also because creative businesses tend to try to cluster together and can get synergies from doing it. But one of the most important things we found in terms of challenges was access to finance. Because very often small creative businesses, and most creative businesses do tend to be quite small, and especially startups, young people setting out, brilliant ideas, bags of enthusiasm, they talk a completely different language from your traditional bank manager. And they're not looking for £1 million, so going to the big investment places like 3i or whatever really wasn't on for them. They were looking for 50,000, 70,000 to set up, to pay the rent for a few months, to get some basic equipment, and to start themselves going. And getting that sort of money for those sort of businesses through traditional means tended to be a challenge. That's where having something like the Creative Advantage Fund coming along was so beneficial, because that was a fund which was deliberately targeted at this sector. It was saying, we know the importance of this sector, we recognise how powerful it can be, we want to help to make it happen.